Hello everybody, it is Caitlin here. Today I am making a pumpkin apple pie soap in a silicone cake mold. So it's going to be a round batch of soap that I'm going to cut with a huge knife. So that is what I plan to do. And this is my lye solution. I just added my mulberry silk and I already had citric acid in there. So I'm just making sure that's all dissolved nicely. So I'm going to add this hot lye solution to my hard oils and butters, and these are palm oil, mango butter, and coconut oil. And then what you do is you just let that heat from the lye solution melt down your hard oils. This takes about 5 minutes to do, and I will bring you back once this is melted. Okay, it is all melted down, and I've mixed some coconut milk powder into my soft oils, which are olive oil, apricot kernel oil, jojoba oil, and castor oil. And I'm just stirring this to get it emulsified. I'm going to be doing a couple layers, plus I want to put some aside to pipe on top, and then I'm going to do a mica drizzle on top. And I just love the way that this looks. A nice plain bar of soap. Always really nice. Okay, so I'm going to pour a little bit into here. And this is going to be my bottom layer. And I'm also going to be adding a little bit of my fragrance to this also. So for this layer, I'm using a little bit of Gold Rush Mica by Two Girls Micas. And I'm also going to be adding some vanilla powder from Soma Sundries. A dash of that in there. Hopefully that's enough. But I just want to see kind of what this does first. I probably put too much gold in there. And I'm going to go ahead and just grab a little bit of cocoa powder. So that's some raw, I don't know if they say cacao or cocoa, but on the package it was CACAO. So and then in this first layer, I'm going to be using about 1/4 of my fragrance. And I made like a custom blend of, I believe it was like apple pie and pumpkin squares or pumpkin something. I can't remember the exact fragrance off the top of my head. But I used both of them last year, and they performed really well individually. So I wasn't too afraid to add them. Hopefully it doesn't like all of a sudden discolor super dark, because that would be really sad. Okay, so I have my, I think this is like a 10-inch cake mold. I could be wrong. I just need to get it all over, a nice thin layer. Just to level it a bit. Looks like peanut butter. Creamy peanut butter. Ooh, this is so luscious. And then I'm going to pour off the part that's going to be just like the white piping. That should be good. I just want to put a few little dollops on the top. Now, in this one, I'm going to use a little bit of tangerine mica that I got from Soapbox Micas, which is now closed down, but a good alternative is Two Girls Micas. Though that looks a little bit more pinky than I thought it was going to be. Oops. And then some Monarch from Soapbox Micas. It doesn't have to look like a real piece of pumpkin pie. I just kind of wanted it to be fun, a fun fall thing. I had this custom blend made at the end of last year to use, and then I never ended up doing it. Maybe I will do, this is really orange. I could put a little bit of titanium dioxide in here. I mixed a little bit to add to my, to my dollops. Well, I went ham on this. This is like true pumpkin color. All right, and I'm going to add the rest of the fragrance to this section. Actually, you know what? When I go to stick blend this, it'll lighten up too. I was hoping that it would just be like a nice thin cake, or a pie, I mean. So it is. I didn't want to change my recipe size for this. All right, let's get this scraped out quickly. Probably would have been better if I did more of a yellow, but it's fine because this technically is a pumpkin apple, so. All right, I am going to just get this tapped down a bit. And I'm gonna grab my mica drizzle. And this is from Two Girls Micas, and it is called She's a Brick House. And it's like an orange red. And this is a little bit of olive oil. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drizzle that on top. And then I'm going to swirl it. Like, you know how some cheesecake has like the little drizzles on top? That's kind of what I'm going for. Some cheesecake vibes. And this kind of evens out the top too. All right, and then I am going to get my piping ready, and then I'll bring you back for that. Okay, so let's see if this is firm enough. I don't know. So I kind of want to do, yeah, that's good. Just a little bit in that area there, and I'm like really far away. This could be firmer and it would look a lot better, but I don't have time because my child is taking a nap and I have to try to do this while he's sleeping. Okay. That looks about even. And then, do I want to do, how many pieces? Yeah, that way more people could get their hands on it. Plus, when you get pumpkin pie, usually they're cut a little skinnier. Well, depends on who's cutting it, really. Yeah. Okay, so I went over it and did a couple more, well, I did another dollop on top. And of course, once I was completely done, the soap batter firmed up and I had a little bit of extra, so I kind of swirled it onto some parchment paper. But those will be just little whipped cream dollops of unscented soap for, you know, a sample or whatever. But this is it, and I will bring you guys back for the cut.